Oh my God, I'm dying.
I'm Sir John. I'm celebrity makeup artist for L'Oreal Paris, and we're going to go into the 1950s Dorothy Dandridge. So the 1950s were all about a cool naturalness, and there was this sophisticated vibe that Dorothy Dandridge and Marilyn Monroe sort of embodied or encompassed. It was all about being an aristocrat or pulling away from such made-up costumes as the 1920s and 30s. One thing that was cool about Dorothy Dandridge is the fact that she was a beautiful woman. In that time period, you didn't need a lot of makeup. They were the beginning of the woke up like this. Brows are really expressive, and a lot of people don't think that they can use brows as a statement, but brows are just as much of a statement as a red lip. When you want to appear a bit more youthful, induce some of those retro vibes and give yourself a bigger brow. And then we're going to give her this beautifully big red, 50s red lip. But for the 1950s, what you want to make sure that you do is embrace orange-based red. It's all about the lip, it's about a soft eye, and the focus is also on a very voluptuous brow. So the 70s were all about tons of glamour. There was a social revolution happening that was indicative of what was happening. Also, it plays directly into fashion and beauty. You know, women were burning their bras. They didn't want to have to necessarily feel constricted as the 60s and the 50s. And it cascaded down to the late 70s, which happened to be all about glamour. You know, there was a lot of money. There was a lot of excess. Diana had big, huge, doe Bambi eyes. So we want to make her individual lashes almost look like they're on steroids. And we're gonna go and give her massive amounts of mascara. If you wanna imitate a doe-eyed beauty like Diana, you do more mascara or individual lashes in the center of your eye. And that makes your eyes appear brighter and bigger. Lavender, it was usually a color that was worn by old women. Purple was a big, huge color in the 70s, and it looks great on women of color. It screams nighttime, just going out. This sort of screams disco. Really cool about this look is the fact that monochromatic makeup is all about a scale. So making sure that you have all shades of brown, all shades of taupe, or whatever color you're gonna use, making sure you have a variation in that tone. So we did smoky eyes and a warm brown, a matte, warm lip. Use the same color as the lips on her eyes, and this would have been very a la Lauryn Hill. For women of color, it were Naomi Campbell for sure, Lauryn Hill, Halle Berry, Nia Long. Those are the 90s it girls. We're gonna contour up a bit more and then give you a little bit of 90s vibe with the contour. We're not gonna do a lot of blush. 90s wasn't about a lot of blush. It was so minimal. It was just really about embracing the beauty you were born with.